Little under 90 seconds away from second half action getting underway between Cloud County and Iowa Lakes. Quick update here on Go Hills TV as well, powered by JBS, bringing more to the table. You may have seen here on our Facebook page, if you scrolled away for a moment from our matchup here of game number 1 of the night in the RV and Power Sport Classic. Indian Hills Volleyball trying to move on in the postseason. They've got John A. Logan on their home floor over in Carterville, Illinois. They're having to play the away team role here for their district championship. But nonetheless, it looks like Indian Hills has had an opportunity to take a 1-love lead. But John A. Logan being pretty pesky, sticking around in that first set, keeping it going through several set points. I think they're on break last time I looked. But that's where Russ W. Oker is tonight, the man, the myth, the legend. I'm Dewayne Cook filling in for him here at the Classic this evening, presented by Bowling RV and RJ Performance. Just some final thoughts before we get our second half underway. If you're Cloud County, you got to feel good, obviously, about being up double figures here, 36-24. I think it would be pretty hard-pressed to imagine they'll shoot the ball as well here in the second half as they did in the first. As a team, 59% from the field, 5 of 10 from behind the arc. But, hey, if they can carry that in, it'll be certainly very tough for Iowa Lakes to try to dig themselves out of this hole they've created here. Iowa Lakes on the flip side of that, 33% from the field is all the Lakers were able to muster, and just that 1 of 11, a 9% mark from behind the arc. They've got to get the shooting going, but I think a lot of it has to do with what the Lakers had so much success with yesterday against Independence, and that is getting the ball inside to Jeremiah Burke. Right now, every time that the Lakers have gotten into the paint or close by the hoop, this Cloud County team has been very aggressive in trapping, doubling guys, and forcing those turnovers. The Lakers did give it away 10 times in the opening half. Cloud County wasn't clean there either with 12 turnovers of their own. They'll start with the basketball here as we get our second half underway, moving this time towards this basket. Graham underneath, couldn't finish around Morris. Oh, a late whistle from way away from the play. The baseline referee that was right on top of it swallowed his whistle on that, but they get the foul. Creighton Morris is going to pick up his third. And Justin Graham will have an opportunity here with a couple of foul shots coming his way to increase his team lead in scoring. He had 7 in the first half, make it 8 now as he hits his first free throw of the night. Graham came in 2 for 3 from the line in a couple of trips here to this point through the first 2 games. Second one on the way is true from Graham. He's got 9, which ties him for the game high with Iowa Lakes' Isaiah Williams. Looks like starters on the floor both sides. Iowa Lakes with the basketball here. Holden has it. Joining him out there is Myborg, Burke, Morris, and Crowder for Cloud County. It's Graham guarding Holden. Now he switches on to Kearney. Burke trying to back in on Graham, and an offensive foul call on Burke. Jeremiah Burke picks up his second. And he came out looking like he was going to pick up right where he left off last night with that 23-18 performance in the victory over Independence. Got 4 quick ones and an offensive rebound that sparked a little putback there for 2 of his 4 points. But after that, Cloud County was able to take him out. 38-24, 14-point advantage. Cloud County's added on to their lead. That is the largest of the game. They have not trailed here in this contest. Iowa Lakes fell behind early 17-6. Athean gets in trouble underneath the basket. Got it away, though. Kearney for 3. No. Off the iron, and it bounces out of bounds. Nobody touched it for Iowa Lakes underneath. The Lakers will take over. So on the floor elsewhere for Cloud County, just to finish that, Athean's out there, Sawyer, and Graham. As we've played about a minute here in this second half. Morris hands it off to Holden, deep on the left wing. Skips it right over to Myborg. To Crowder in the corner, guarded by Athean. Morris wants it down low, but so fights through. The big-bodied 6'10 sophomore. Burke, left wing. Bounce pass inside to Crowder. Goes back, now drives in, and Kearney is going to pick up his second personal. First team foul on Cloud County here this second half, and free throws coming for Amari Crowder. That's been the only way that the sophomore has been able to score to this point here today. 2 for 2 at the line. Make it 3 for 3. Crowder came in just 2 for 5 at the line through last night's game, so an opportunity to boost that percentage up here today, and he's taking advantage of that. This one will not fall, though, off the back iron, and Athean pulls in his second board. we stay. Actually, they should have added a point on the board. Now they do, and now it's 13, 38-25. Scoreboard just a touch late there. So, right side, corner three, off the mark, rebound. Morrish was able to reach back and corral that ball. Now almost a throwaway. Crowder giving it off to Morrish. Finds Burke right side, going up around Graham, and good defense by Justin Graham. The rebound tipped around, and Athean gets his third. Now Sawyer looking to press the tempo the other way. Euro step and an offensive foul called on Corey Sawyer as Ozzie Myborg had gotten to that spot and held his ground. The sophomore point guard picks up his third personal. And both teams with 2 team fouls here, and we haven't even played 2 minutes in the second half. Burke finds Holden left side. Anthony Holden surveying this man-to-man look from Cloud County. Morrish driving right hand left side. No, Holden though with the follow. Offensive rebound leads to points for the Lakers. His 4th board of the ball game. First on the offensive glass. And he's got 4 in the game. So tips it away from Holden. I beg your pardon, Holden tipped it away from So. Vice versa. It'll stay on this end with Cloud County. So to inbound from in front of his bench. Sawyer and Crowder fighting, and Crowder's going to pick up a foul, his second. Very aggressive, and he might have hurt his shoulder a little bit on that. He's kind of favoring that right shoulder of his. But he's going to fight through it as he tries to stretch it out here. Crowder's third. So now both point guards with 3 fouls each. 3 team fouls on the Lakers in an 11-point game here. 38-27, 17.5 to go. Kearney, right wing, back to Sawyer. Finds Graham on the right wing, fakes it to him, gives it to Athean around a screen from Graham inside the arc, bounce pass back to Kearney. Good man-to-man here from Iowa Lakes, spinning into the lane. Kearney got the floater to fall over Myborg. 7 points for the sophomore Joe Kearney. Back to 13, quick 3 from Holden. He buries it from the right wing. The pass ahead from Amari Crowder in transition, and Anthony Holden hits his first 3 of the night and 2nd of the year. Back to 10, 40-30. Graham trying to back in on Morrish. Hook shot, pretty from Justin Graham. He's into double figures with 11. On the other end, Crowder driving. Kicks to Myborg in the corner. Kearney has been really good with perimeter defense here today. Driving Myborg. Holden thought about it. He'll instead pull up for a baseline jumper. Too strong. Graham, one-handed rebound. I see you, 21. Justin Graham putting in some good minutes here this evening. 16.5 to play, 42-30. Cloud County maintains their double-digit lead, so working against Myborg. Left side, Sawyer tries a deep 3. That falls. The first 3 of the half, 6 of the night for Cloud County. And the lead balloons to 15, largest of the game. Myborg pulls it back, wanting to go inside to Burke. It makes its way there. He feeds Holden right of the lane, skips it left to Crowder, driving in, blocked. Kearney just took it away from him in midair, and Joe Kearney running back the other way. Eyes up, finds Graham trailing, top of the key 3, brick, back iron, and it's Burke with just his 2nd rebound. Ahead, Holden running the floor, swatted away by Sawyer. It's a block party for the Thunderbirds. So, to the elbow, he backs it out, and Sawyer will set the offense. 45-30. Cloud County. And a hook and hold actually is called underneath on Myborg as he had gotten mismatched with Graham. Ozzie Myborg's first. And the 4th team foul on Iowa Lakes here this second half. Joe Kearney will get a much-deserved breather as he heads to the sideline. Andre Gray II will replace him. Also Sam West as well. No, they'll keep Moria along the sideline for now. They will bring in Isaiah Williams with Creighton Morrish and Myborg both heading out. A baseline out of bounds play awaits when we get the whistle ready for play with Sawyer to trigger right of the basket. Finds So on the wing, guarded by Holden. Graham wanted it, and he did not feed it to him. Over to Athean instead. Now Graham gets it, cut to the basket. Sawyer, oh, nice play by Holden. Anthony Holden rejected him. On the other end, Williams driving, left-hander off the window. Isaiah Williams is having a nice game. He's got 11. Down to 13, but the Lakers need a lot more of that. 45-32, Cloud County, right side Athean. Oh, not on the same page as Sawyer. He threw it away. Anthony Holden, the recipient of a free steal. West in transition. Got it to go and one. The freshman with an opportunity for the old-fashioned three-point play as the foul is whistled against Gray, who's standing in the same spot as where that foul was committed, wondering what he did. Gray, the second, picks up his second personal. J-Ron Briggs checking in for Malangathian. Third team foul on Cloud County, and a chance here with Sam West at the free throw line to get this back to a 10-point ball game. West is able to convert the three-point play, making him 2 for 4 at the line this year. 45-35. Cloud County still comfortably in front. Briggs driving towards the lane, kicks to Gray from the corner. Andre Gray the second, his second three of the ball game. They got to fix the net. As it got curled up, it was too pure from number 23. He can shoot it. There's no doubt about that. 48-35, the lead just like that back to 13 with 14 and a half to go. Holding gets a handoff from Crowder. Back over to Crowder in the corner. Step back, had some room, but did not pull the trigger. Gives it off to Williams instead. Checked by So defensively. Williams trying to go to his left. Fall away jumper. That one will not fall. Graham, a nice board amongst some traffic. His second. Cloud County looking to extend the lead. Sawyer around a screen from Graham. Drives in, kicks to Gray. Oh, West got the better of that matchup. Was he not on the ground? What a save by Sam West as he got it off to Holden. Here, Williams for a left wing three. Big bucket. Back to 10, 48-38. As we trade shots here at the Hellier Center. Briggs back to Gray. Holden fighting over the top of that screen from Graham. Now Gray gives it back to Graham. Drives, can't finish, but it's because he got bumped. Jeremiah Burke is going to pick up his third personal. That's 3 starters now with 3 fouls each for Iowa Lakes. Crowder, Burke, and Moorish. Actually, on the board, they have that as his second. Let's see what the official box score had. Must be so. I must have given him one inadvertently. Graham 2 for 2 at the line. He's got 11 points in the contest, and you can make it 12. 49-38. That leads this Cloud County team today, but overall very balanced scoring. You got Corey Sawyer with 9, the 12 of Justin Graham, 6 from J-Ron Briggs, and now 13 for Graham. 50-38, the lead back to 12. West has it on the left baseline. Driving in on Graham. Spins. Finds Williams. Deep three. Top of the key. That one won't fall. Briggs gets the uncontested rebound. J-Ron Briggs his second. Over to Gray. Doesn't use the screen from Graham. Goes right instead all the way to the hoop. And Burke, that will be 3 on Jeremiah Burke. Now I'll say this. There was last night in that Cloud County Indian Hills game, there was a difference in my scorebook versus what the folks put up there on the board with Joe Kearney in particular and him fouling out of that game. They had him at that point at 3 fouls. I had him at 5, and the officials caught it 2. So we'll go with the 3 that's on the board for now, but don't be surprised if something comes up similar to that here in this second half. The first free throw off the mark from Gray. Moorish, Omoria, and Youngquist are going to check in for Iowa Lakes as Burke, Crowder, and Holden all will head over to the sideline. Also, Sawyer gets a breather for Cloud County with Kearney back in. 12-point ball game here at the Hellier Center, 50-38. Gray hits the second free throw. He's got 7. 51-38. Moorish will control the leather across the timeline. Briggs there defensively, hands it off to Williams. Dribbling against Briggs, good defense by the young fella. Williams back over to West between the circles. Omoria in the corner, almost pulled him out of bounds. Gets it back to West. 10 on the shot clock. Whistle away from the basketball. Underneath. And this one's going to go against Cloud County. I believe Briggs is going to be charged with his first personal. By the way, Indian Hills Volleyball was able to clinch that first set against John A. Logan. They lead it 1-0 in the district championship. Got a win in straight sets against Kaskaskia earlier here today. I had some trouble with that last night. Right wing three, short from Omoria. Rebound, offensive board, Sam West. He's been putting in some action here with bringing his lunch pail to the office today. He's been making some of those plays without scoring. Morris backs in, couldn't finish around Kearney despite having the big height advantage. Gray the second, the long rebound, and Williams picks his pocket down on the other end. Bringing it back the other way for the Lakers. They work it around the arc. Morris to West, driving baseline, cut off by a double team. Finds Williams. He's going to fire a deep three. Front iron, no. Rebound tipped up, and Graham secures it for the Thunderbirds as we approach the 12-minute mark. 51-38 Cloud County. Kearney, quick trigger three, you bet. They cannot seemingly miss from behind the arc here today. Cloud County shooting out of their minds. Williams finds Omoria between the circles. Guarded by So. Back over to Williams. Isaiah drives, floater right baseline. He pulled a string on it. Short. Moorish had a chance for an offensive rebound, but Graham just took his lunch money. Just ripped it right away. Kearney, right corner, beg your pardon, So, whose foot was on the line. 15th turnover by Cloud County, and will we take the under 12 media timeout this time? I believe so. 11:36 to go here in the contest. 54-38 Cloud County, well on their way potentially to getting that first win of the year, but still some time for those Lakers.